Okay, so everybody does like the same impressions, and I feel like I do those too, but I think what makes mine better and more unique and interesting is the concepts I come up with them. So the best concept I ever came up for my first impression that I completely exploited because I did him all the time because it was the only one I really felt comfortable doing was Christopher Walken. And for years, I didn't know how to do a Christopher Walken, and I always heard people doing like the now, and I wanted to figure out how to do Christopher Walken. So since I was starting to be an impressionist, I watched videos and I watched videos and I watched videos. Frank Caliendo, and he was talking about like the pizza method in the face. Just like memorize that for like George Bush. And that wasn't working for me. I was trying to figure out how to get a hook. Like I learned about the hook method, like get a hook in there. So I was trying to put myself in Christopher Walken's shoes, and I was thinking about Christopher Walken, and it kind of gives almost like this little like nervous, little antsy energy, little introverted energy, something like that. So I was thinking of him in like the first grade, maybe even kindergarten, maybe even preschool, and he's sitting down at his desk. Okay, how dedicated to this bit do I want to be? I'll sit on the toilet. Okay. So he's sitting down at his desk, and the teacher's like, Chris, can you name the colors of the rainbow? And he's just like, no, I'm shy. And she's like, come on, Chris, you have to get an A. You know, to get an A on this, to get an A on this presentation, you are going to have to tell the class, the entire class, in front of the whole class, you're going to have to stand up and tell everybody the colors of the rainbow. So begrudgingly, he stands up and he's like, fine, I'll stand. So he gets up. And she's like, okay. Did I get smudging? Oh. And he's like, fine, I'll tell you the colors of the rainbow if you wish. So he starts going and he gets stuck. So he goes, he's like, violet. She's like, no. He's like, green. She's like, no. Then, guess who else is in his class? Norm Macdonald. And Norm Macdonald goes, yeah, Chris, I don't think that's right. I think it's something like, have you ever heard of Roy G. Biv? And Chris goes, and Christopher Walken goes, no, Roy G. Biv. And Chris goes, yeah, I grew up on a farm with a Roy. Yeah, Roy G. Biv. And they both go back and forth, and nobody is ever like really getting down the colors of the rainbow. So Chris finally, after all this time, he like guesses the wrong colors. He's like, blue. And they're like, no. And the rest of the class sounds like So he finally goes, he's like, red. And they're like, oh my God, he got the first letter. And then Norm Macdonald goes, red. Everything fucked up. I don't know. I think that sounds right. And then Chris goes, no, red. And then he gets on a roll. He's like, red, orange, blue, green, yellow, orange. Now I forgot the colors of Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And everybody's applause. And then Norm Macdonald goes, I don't know if that sounds pretty gay.